Okay, everyone, I am actually in the Bahamas right now. Ocean behind me, as you can see. I actually planned on doing a number of videos and vlogs and stuff. I was really excited about it, and it was gonna be cool to like stream from the ocean, but internet not great in the middle of the ocean, for one, and two, my whole family has been down with norovirus for the last week or so while we've been here. So we have been projectile vomiting, among other things, and it's been an experience. So I'm up and at 'em today, and the investor call for Ubisoft just happened, and I was like, you know what? This is as good a time as any to talk about video games again, because I have been here for like 2 weeks on vacation. It's been awesome, wonderful, very mindful and demure, but like nobody here, shocker, talks about video games. Like nobody here plays video games, nobody here is into video games. So I've just been going stir crazy wanting to talk about this stuff but not being able to, and that's why I'm doing this, because believe it or not, like I really like video games. I like talking about them. It's a passion of mine, and so I kind of go crazy when I don't get the chance to do that. So I'm just going to ramble, because at that investor call, some interesting things were revealed, namely that AC Shadows has been delayed again. It's now looking like it's coming in March 20th. They also said some other stuff, like they're hiring an independent set of analysts to review their strategic options or whatever. Basically just fancy terminology for we need help fixing the company and we don't know what to do. So there's that. And there's been a bunch of other things that have happened in the industry that I'll talk about when I get back here in a few days, back to the States, and we do our first stream of 2025 and everything. But my main takeaway is kind of twofold. Number one, this delay, I think, is only good news. I mean, I don't think the game was going to launch broken. Like, I don't think Shadows was in a bad spot from what I've heard from people working on the game. What I think this really is I think this is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, frankly. I really do think that game, a lot of people are expecting to pop off more than it might be anticipated right now. I was talking to a buddy of mine I actually met back when I worked in real estate, funnily enough. He now works in video game publishing, not at Ubisoft or anything, but he works there, and he, not at Ubisoft, he works in publishing. But he was telling me that I really think Kingdom Come is going to be one of the big surprise blowout hits of the year. It's like not really a surprise to anybody who knows Kingdom Come, but he's like, I think that's going to break into the mainstream more than people think. And for AC Shadows, I think that was a big part of it, where they're a big RPG. Kingdom Come is a massive RPG. They were going to launch, Kingdom Come on the 4th, and then Shadows 10 days later on Valentine's Day. But I know some people know life games, but 10 days for 80 to 100 hours to get through Kingdom Come just for one playthrough, I just don't think most people can do that. I think most people who want to play something like Kingdom Come are going to play it and savor it and enjoy it, and it might take them a few weeks, might take them a few months, and then they're going to go through it again. Like, that's just how a lot of people play these games. Most people don't have the luxury of like no-lifing something and playing it non-stop, because most people don't do this for a living. Most people have jobs, shocker. So I think that delaying the game Shadows into March puts it in the middle of a silent period. I mean, we've got the next game from Hazelight, the guys that did It Takes Two. They're doing Split Fiction in early March, but like that's it. Like, that's all I can think of that comes out in March. There's probably a couple others that people in the comments are going to be like, how could you forget about this? But lay off me, I'm on vacation. But I really think it's just a smart strategic move to give themselves a little bit of extra breathing room and to just take some air, take some time, polish the hell out of that game and get it looking and running as best as it possibly can the moment that it drops. Because the second takeaway from that investor call, in addition to the delay and everything being a good thing, is that Ubisoft needs, and specifically more than anything, the Guillemot family needs this game to be a hit, and not just a hit, but like a smash, crushing, blowout success. They need it to be that level more than anybody else. Because if the game launches and does fine or even, God forbid, bad, can you imagine? If that happens, the Guillemot family has no leverage. They have nothing. They have no financial headwind or backwind, I guess would be the term. Like, they have nothing going for them as the company starts to free fall, more so than it already has been. And Tencent is already poised to come in and kind of take control or push them around. But the Guillemot family will have no say whatsoever if Shadows does not perform well. So they need it to at least perform decently. And, you know, Ubisoft, I think as a company, already their fate is kind of written. I personally think it's very clear that Tencent is going to come in. They're going to take a good chunk of the company, if not just half of it. And right now, I think all that they're waiting on is waiting for something to give them the push to get the Guillemot family out. Once they have that, I think they will do that, and they'll take over the company. You'll see layoffs, you'll see game cancellations, you'll see studio closures and all of that, which will be good for the company's financial health. But I think it's going to result in a lot of people losing their jobs, a lot of heartache and pain and things that, of course, we all can feel for. I mean, these developers are not the ones that are getting Ubisoft into this trouble. It is the executives who greenlight NFT projects that waste millions and millions of dollars while they disband studios that made their most successful game critically of the year last year. And that's the kind of stuff that gets them in trouble. It's not, you know, Tom from accounting. It's not Janice from the animation team. They're doing good work. They're working their butts off. It's the executives who are screwing everything up. And unfortunately, it's the executives who tend to get away with no repercussions when things go bad. But that could change this time around if Tencent comes in and kicks them all out when they take the company over. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm hopeful for Shadows. I actually do think, from what I've seen of the game, I think it's going to be a way better game than people are expecting it to be. And I think their marketing plan right now has done a good job of kind of framing it slowly. The first round, of course, was just plagued with blunder after blunder after blunder. But since they took some time, I think they've reevaluated and they've got a good plan right now. All of the gameplay teases they've done, the parkour showcase, the stealth showcase, the weaponry and like combat showcases, all of those are going to do great for just showcasing what the game is good at. And I think that that's what they got to keep doing. Just focus on the game. Shut up about everything else. Just focus on the game, let it speak for itself, and if it's a good game, people will play it. That really is all it really comes down to at the end of the day. You know, people just want good games. And if you make a good game, usually people will buy it, they'll play it, they'll recommend it to their friends, and you'll find some success. And as long as the game was produced in an intelligent way, you can find success. The problem is when it was produced with twice the budget it should have and, you know, twice the dev time it should have. And then, you know, even if you get a successful game in terms of reception, you could still have a bit of trouble when you're trying to make it profitable. So, really interesting news, but I think, again, it's nothing but a W for the gamers who will have more time to play the other February releases like Monster Hunter and Kingdom Come and Avowed if you're interested in that. And then for Assassin's Creed fans, it means you're going to be getting a more polished game that has hopefully more features and more polish and refinement when it launches. And that's all you really should be hoping for at the end of the day, is a good game that's polished and ready for release. So I think it's good news, frankly. It surprised me. I really did not expect them to delay it again, but now they've taken over that March spot, and that's, I think, a spot Avowed needed to go to. So the fact that now Shadows has taken it means Avowed just has to suck it up and deal with it, which, you know, this is probably good news for the Avowed team too, frankly, that they have more breathing room. But yeah, interesting day. But I just want to get all that out there. I miss you guys. I miss talking about video games constantly. And I'm very thankful for the vacation in the Bahamas, of course, as anybody would be. But I am ready to get home. I am ready to talk about video games and play games. And I I can't believe I'm saying this in an island paradise, but it's super snowy back home. Apparently there was like a 4 or 5 inch snowstorm that came through, and I can't wait. I'm crazy, right? This is great. This is paradise in many, many ways, and wonderful. But after a little while, you know, distance makes the heart grow fonder. And after 2 weeks here, I'm ready for home. I'm a homebody. You know, I like my gadgets. I like my computer. I like my games, my bed. But it's been wonderful. But I'm ready to get back. So thank you guys for making all of this possible. Thanks for watching. Much love. I will see you guys very, very soon. We'll stream as soon as I get back home. And I'll see you guys then. Much love. See you soon.